Hello and welcome back. In the previous video, we configured the Checkpoint gateway interfaces. We added some comments, and we were at the stage where we were supposed to configure the static routing. But before we do that, I got back to the interfaces, and we're not using IP version 6. So since we're not using that, we can actually reduce this window by clicking on here, and then you can unselect the IP version 6, and that will stay there for you. If we now go back to the DHCP, the DNS, you remember we have created the domain when we were at the initial configuration wizard. We added those, then you can update them later. And the static routes, we don't have any route yet. So if we try to ping the internet, let's log in from the GUI, from the command line, I mean. I think I mistyped the password, so if I say admin, and if I say ping google.com, so network's not reachable. And if you use the IP, also not reachable. So no name resolution. Name resolution is there, we configured, but the IP, there's no route. So we can double click on that one and then use a normal next hop and add a default gateway, an IP address or an exit interface, whichever you like. And the default gateway in my lab is 192.168.1.254. If I have multiple gateways, then I can create priorities. And if I want to create SLAs like monitoring an interface, if it's down and then I need to move to another interface or another gateway, I would do these things. But for now, we just want to configure a static default route, default gateway. And that is all good. Now if I come back to here and log in again, now if we ping Google, then you see we have connectivity. So we have configured an interface that's connecting to the internet there, and then we created the DNS and the static routing. That's the main important one, because we need to download the updates from Checkpoint and the hotfixes. When you install brand new firewall, you need to quickly do all the hotfixes and Jumbo hotfixes mainly, and create a secure environment, so you harden in the security of the device. And so these are system management is there if you want to do any other things. For example, when you do upgrades, you might have a session timeout, so you might increase from here the inactivity timeout from the web UI which we are connected from, or from the CLI. It's only 10 minutes, so you might need longer than that. Other things like network access, host access, who accesses this machine, the proxy, the time, if you want to add NTP, if you want to create SNMP, all these things you do from the system management. Then advanced routing, there are things you can do, a lot of things you can do here, but things like route maps of BGP, OSPF, you need to do them in the command line. So what we're interested at the moment, and also if I want to add some users, for example, I have a team that manages the firewalls and they have different roles. I can create profiles, and then their profiles I can add users. So here we're not doing that yet. Maintenance here, what you want to do, snapshot, take a snapshot, take a backup, and license status. Here we're using the trial license, but if you have a license from Checkpoint, then you can add the license here and you can continue from there, or from the command line. Simply you can do it from the command line. This is very important. The CPUs and Checkpoint upgrade service engine, I think it's called, and that actually needs internet connectivity, so you can download the upgrades, the hotfixes and everything. So then it tells you what are recommended updates you have to do. So here, and if you say install DA, if we are connected to the internet, this should automatically initiate that connectivity. And so what I want to do is check for updates, and then here you can say all, or you can say recommended, or if you just want to know the interested, it filters for you. So this is going and updating the deployment agent. It's called DA, and at the moment the deployment agent shows 2084. It must be old, because this version is quite old actually, R81. And the reason I am doing that is because it has to be we need to upgrade it and show you how to upgrade firewalls. So let's leave this one for a while to download everything, and then we will continue another video how to complete the hotfixes. Thank you again for your time, and see you in the next video.